Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing today? Welcome to another episode of Patriot News Network. I'm sure everybody's just happy to be here on this absolutely gorgeous Saturday morning. We will be getting started very, very quickly. How we doing, Shelly from Oklahoma? And looks like Pennsylvania's in the house. Welcome, proud. We are going to really get into some things here very quickly. So just bear with me as we get ready to go. Okay, yeah, we are definitely having people coming in, so I think we are definitely going to have some fun. But yeah, so we're just kind of waiting for everybody to show up. Hopefully, everybody is aware that we are live. I'm going to double check that real quick. Good morning. How we doing, Alpha from New Mexico? Good morning. Glad to see everybody's coming in quickly. Linda, welcome. North Carolina. Perfect. And guys, I'm going to make this nice, short, and sweet. I am on a deadline now in regards to the bathroom, so I have to make sure that we get that taken care of as quickly as possible. So without further ado, guys, I'm gonna just quick share my screen, and we will. I'm doing all right. It's been an interesting morning already. So we're gonna go into. Just for some reason my website is not updating the different videos that I have. So, but I'm gonna just share everything, and then we will definitely get this showboat rolling. And I'm sorry about the background, guys, but it is definitely okay. So, guys, what you're looking at is Patriot News Network website. We have a resources page. Of course, people can go through and see all the different videos that we have. And then you go to the resources page. Where do we get most of our information from? We have mainstream media sites that we've used for research, for news articles, so on and so forth. And of course, we have this Patriot News Network store. If people are interested in helping us out, and I know there's a few people who should be receiving some products any day now. I know at least one person has, so hopefully other people get their stuff very quickly as well. So, guys, like I said earlier, we're gonna do a nice, short, and sweet broadcast this morning. I'm gonna try to remember that I'm on a time limit, so we're going to just hammer through a bunch of stuff. Anybody paying attention to what's been going on, they know that there's some things that are seriously going on. We are, according to a lot of the traffic that's been coming in and around the White House, heading overseas, so on and so forth, we are actually gearing up for an armed conflict in Syria. I'm not an advocate of war. I don't believe that we need to be going to war. I think a lot of people need to just cool their jets, but it's not up to me. You have your Wokateri that decide, and anybody who's asking who that is, I'm talking about Lloyd Alexander, or the 4-star general that's supposedly the Secretary of State, or not Secretary of State, but the Secretary of Defense, who seems to think that everything is about him. But guys, everybody, it seems like I've gotten a lot of reaction out of course, the rants that I go on, the different tangents. People see that side of me as something that they don't see very often, and I know that people really are, they don't see that side of me very often. I will not apologize for what I say. I will not apologize to the liberals whose feelings I hurt. I don't care. In regards to what I say, it's my opinion, and the last thing I have ever cared about was getting fact checked by YouTube or Facebook or anything like that. A lot of what we are doing is controversial, and I'm not one to shy away from too much controversy, because unfortunately I am a very opinionated person. So let's jump into things. One thing I read this morning was, it was actually kind of funny, because somebody said that the country's on track to, or Joe Biden's on track to actually triple the national debt. In the first 100 days of office, he is looking to triple the national debt. Anybody that knows anything about the banking industry and knows all the differences and how things are going, they know that it wouldn't be all that hard for the United States to dig itself out of that hole and free itself from the IMF or the central banking system. People don't understand the illusion of money or the illusion of currency that we have. Everything that we have, everything that we're based on, is the beliefs that our money is worth something. Well, this is something that I'm actually kind of passionate about. I've learned over the last couple of weeks. I've actually done extensive research into currency and how it's derived now, and where the value actually comes in. So I asked my sister yesterday. I said, would you rather receive $15 an hour or an ounce of silver a day? And she's like, well, $15 an hour, which rightly so. But if I was to give you, let's say, 10 ounces of silver each and every single day that you work, that story would be different, would it not? Right now, silver prices are sitting they bounce between $20 and $27 an ounce. So yeah, silver is supposedly supposed to, and I've seen a lot of evidence that actually point to it bouncing pretty hard and getting over $57 to $58 an ounce. So I am definitely looking forward to that. But going back to the silver analogy, so anybody who actually knows anything about mental health, if I was to give you a $20 bill and ask you how much it's worth, you'd say $20. If I was to give it to you crumpled up, you would understand that it's $20. If I give it to you torn, it's still $20. I'm right. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to start sounding off in the comment section, but self worth and currency are hand in hand. So here's something for people to think about. So currency is the value of goods traded between two parties. If two parties agree that something is worth something and they have received in exchange something of tangible value for them, then that's a currency. Well, self worth is like this. No person determines somebody else's self worth. It is determinative of yourself and only yourself. You can't project self worth on other people. You can't take self worth from other people. You can take the feeling of self worth from other people by discriminating and doing all these different things. So when people talk about currency and they talk about self worth, they tie together in that manner that you yourself are worth something. You may think you don't have talents. You may think you don't have all these different things, but guess what? You're a human. No human is actually more valuable than any other person. But it's a mindset that we go into living our day to day lives that defines the outcomes in which we live in. It, people think, well, Shane, you're kind of a crazy dude. Why are you covering politics? Why are you covering culture? Why are you covering all this stuff? And why does it matter? I I got a call last night where a guy literally said, "Man, you're a racist, you're a sexist, you're a misogynist, you're all this." And I said, "Well, thank you for your opinion, but it doesn't matter to me." And he's like, why would you say that?" I give that example for one reason only. I've been called horrible things by many different people, but I don't allow that to affect my self worth. My currency my currency with this broadcast, with what I do, is information. I don't I don't there's value to the information that I give, but I give it freely. And you as the audience will take that information and do whatever it is that you want to. Whether you start your own podcast, whether you go out and talk to other people, whether you talk to your Congress people, anything like that. Guess what? It is now considered currency for you because you have taken that information and now you are able to impress that upon somebody else. Self worth is living day to day knowing that no matter what comes about, if you keep your head up high and stop listening to the haters, guess what? You're still, at the end of the day, you are still you. You are still worth something. People people ask me, well, Shane, why is it that you're so passionate about different things? And it's this simple. Because I hold these truths to be self-evident in regards to myself. I live by a simple code. You treat each and every single person the same way you value yourself. If you value yourself as somebody under God, if you value yourself as somebody who is, how would you put it, as somebody who is worth something, no matter how much or how little, every man, woman, or child has each and every single day, they wake up and they still see the same person in the mirror. No matter how old you get or how young you are, each and every single day, you are worth something. You look in the mirror, you see you have the same human flesh that your mother and your father do. You have the same human flesh that your sisters or your cousins do, or your friends or your family or the people outside of your house. You have the same sack of bones and skin. You are the same. I don't care whether your skin is yellow. I don't care if your skin is black. I don't care if your skin is white or brown or anything about that. Because like the great Martin Luther King says, I have a dream that one day this nation will rise to the true meaning of its creed. That the brothers and sisters of all races will hold hands in unity. Guess what? Each and every single one of us is valued the same exact way. I don't care. I was not born into a rich family. I was not raised in a rich family. I didn't know my biological parents for a number of years. I didn't even know my biological family for a number of years. Guess what I did? But the thing is things are real. I'm just a normal person. I'm just a person who gets in front of a microphone each and every single day and delivers a little nugget of information. Whether it's a small nugget or a big nugget, you guys can take it and do with it as you will. I don't constrain you. I'm not gonna tell you something that you can't find. Will I show you where to find this information? Yes. Will I show you how to share that information with other people? Yes. Because guess what? I may not be the sharpest tool in the shed, but I guarantee that if I can teach somebody to research and do the research and be able to increase what their perception of their self worth is, I want to do that. I want to do it for you. I want to do it for myself. You guys teach me just as much as I teach you. I'm just a human. So there is when we talk about time is money, and there's a reason for it. Are you spending time with people who are toxic in your life? Are you spending time with the people that are actually helping build up your life? What are How are you spending your time? Because your time is money is time is money. The time you spend with people who are toxic is money that you've missed out on, or is time or currency that you have missed out on with people who are not toxic to your life. So I'm I know this is a different style of message. This is something that people really don't understand why I'm going down this road, but it's something that I think is important for everybody, whether whether you're on the right, on the left, in the center, I don't care. The thing is each and every single person has value. And if we, whether you're a Trump supporter, whether you're a Biden supporter, I I say that because there are other people who are going to watch this video later on down the road that are going to say, "Man, this guy is on a little bit of a roll." But I don't care political stripes. I don't care about any of that. In regards to this message is for everybody. You are worth something, even though circumstances in life have led you to believe that you're not. You are. You're a human. We all have worth. So, guys, I know that everybody is like, man, you one, you did a rant yesterday, you did one last night, and now you're kind of going into another one today. And you know, after having some of those messages last night, I was just like, we need to discuss it. We need to talk about it because everybody needs to know what their worth is, and they need to believe it themselves. So, with that, I'm going to jump into the comment section. I'm gonna throw this up there. Alpha Wolf, I was adopted as well, so I understand what you're talking about. I had supportive parents, adoptive parents, and I love them dearly, and they mean the world to me. So I am one of those people who I I'm an advocate for people who are in circumstances that of the that are not their own choosing. But we all have our circumstance, we all have our stories. Sometimes it's better to write your story. Write it down. No matter how much pain it causes you to really get over the trauma or the different circumstances in your life. It's really something it's really something that needs to be said, guys. If there's traumas in your life, write them down, because guess what? It puts more perspective on where your life's at now. Writing your past traumas down, write them on paper, walk out the door and set them on fire. A good friend of mine, Delon Henniger, and I know eventually one of these days he's going to watch this, and he actually told me to do this, and it actually matters, and it actually helped me out quite a bit. Write it down. Write everything down, and then when you're done, walk outside and burn the sucker, because guess what? You, that is the past, and to relive the trauma each and every single day inside your mind and inside your soul will eat you alive and destroy you. We can't have that. We can't have people who are going nuts inside because of previous traumas. We want people to stabilize. We want their minds to be healthy. And the only way to get healthy is to clear your mind of past traumas and be able to actually move forward. So I know a lot of people are commenting over here, and it's and going through it and seeing the different comments and seeing the different stories. Guys, I know many. I have actually spoke to quite a few people inside the Signal platform, and people have called me up on the telephone. If you guys need to talk, get a hold of me on Signal. Get a hold of me on Telegram. Reach out to me, because guess what? I would rather be a sounding block and have somebody willing to bend my ear and be able to be receptive to that and help you get over it. Those conversations don't leave my ears. They don't get shared with other people because it's nobody else's business. But if you guys need somebody to talk to, we have a psychiatrist, we have other people, but talking to a friend that is willing to listen goes a heck of a lot farther than anything else. So, Nurse Bear, self-discovery is a hard road, but worth it if you're a child of worth and or it is worth it. You are a child of worth and you are a person who deserves that. Absolutely. Yeah, I am one of I guys, this morning I was kind of irritated, which is why I was late. I had no other excuse. I was irritated and I really didn't want to jump on here and be frustrated with people. So I was like, you know what? Today I'm just going to speak from the heart and just speak about life. and life experiences. We're all human. We all have them. So, guys, I know there's probably going to be questions and all that, and I'm going to get to them. So that's kind of my rant for the day. Know your worth. Each and every single one of us is worth something. Believe it. And don't let other people tear you down. Isn't it strange that you can find love among strangers rather in your own home? Sad. It's just, you know, it is sad. But just remember, we're only strangers to one another if the heart doesn't recognize the love that pours out from other people. Strangers are just people that you haven't gotten to know yet. Sometimes we can know somebody really well, personally and intimately, but yet be strangers to them in our own home. Guys, I am going to have to let you guys go. I just heard a water leak spring up in my house, and I'm not gonna let it go too far. But just remember, guys, you guys are worth something. Each and every single one of you. And if it's just this message that you hear all day, just remember, you're worth something. And it's all up here. Don't allow yourself to psych yourself out, or don't allow other people to get you down. You guys have a wonderful Saturday. We will not be broadcasting tonight or tomorrow. We will be back Monday morning at 10 a.m. on the nose. So guys, you guys have your microphone. You have a pen. Use them. The silent majority can no longer stay silent. God bless you guys. God bless the United States of America, and have a great day.